G'day everybody, Vanisher01 here. So, a guy calls a lawyer's office. I want to talk to a lawyer. The receptionist replies, I'm sorry, he died last week. The next day he phones again and asks the same question. The receptionist replies, I told you yesterday, he died last week. The next day the guy calls again and asks to speak to a lawyer. By this time the receptionist is getting pretty annoyed. I keep telling you, your lawyer died last week, why do you keep calling? The guy says, because I just love hearing it. Oh, you gotta love the lawyer jokes, mate. You really do. How's everybody going? Did you like the VSS gameplay, did you? I fucking hated doing it. Got some M14 gameplay done today, so that'll be up tomorrow. That's what everybody seems to want. And I had a kind of first question on the new video was pump action shotgun gameplay, so I thought I'd fucking just put that up. I don't mind the 870 at all. Been using the Spaz over the last few days. It sounds like a freaking cannon when it goes off, so I kind of like that. But yeah, 870 is alright. Kind of leads me into my first question too. Question's from BazarMan78. Hey Vanish, do you think shotgun cancellation is bad? Is it a skill such as C4 tossing, or just a glitch that is abused by certain parts of the community? I myself do shotgun cancel sometimes. I don't do it in this match because of my new controller. I'm still kind of getting used to it. Takes a bit of finger yoga to actually get around it sometimes, but I think it's a skill actually. It takes, you know, a bit of fucking finger work to get it done, especially on console, and on PC it's a bit of a mouse wheel thing, I believe. But yeah, it still doesn't take away from the skill of it. It's just a reload animation that you're cancelling, so I don't really see it as a bad thing. Now, it can be very useful, especially with the pump action shotties. Now, if it was truly something that was, you know, bad, DICE would have fixed it a long time ago because it's been around for a while. So I don't see it really as something that people need to worry about. I mean, you go YY on it anytime you want and get the... I'm still having that problem with my pistol too and the trigger. I don't know how that didn't actually hit that guy, but I don't think it did. Anyway, yeah, so I do it, but not all the time. I don't do it now because, you know, I'm still getting used to my new controller. Alright, next question's from Just Trying to Get By. It's actually the person who first suggested some shotgun gameplay, so kind of put this up. I was going to put it up, but then I saw the question. I thought, oh, that kind of ties in nicely then. So, do you think there should be a vote to kick option in Battlefield 3? It would be nice to deal with douchebags, but then again, you have to realize that there are douchebags all around and people will abuse it. They will vote to kick people who are doing better than them, or, you know, totally fucking failed right there. You know, it's just going to be something people will abuse. So you can't really do anything. I don't know how that guy survived that first initial shot either there of that shotgun. Jesus fucking Christ, Vanish, answer the fucking question properly, would you? No, I don't think there should be a vote to kick option. I think it will be abused. It would be nice to get rid of some douchebags that way, but I do think people will end up abusing it. And it will become a more of a problem than a benefit to everybody. Now, I've got an interesting little moment coming up here. I don't know exactly how this happened, but you're going to see it for yourself. And now look, Gustav, point blank, and boom. He survives. He fucking survives with half health, and then he knifes Aussie right then. So I don't know if it's a body armor that saved him or what, but I can't remember ever flak jacket from fucking Black Ops being in bloody Battlefield Bad Company 2. Somehow that guy survived a fucking Gustav to the face at close range. That was just complete utter fucking shit. I was so raging right then at that crap. So we weren't too worried about defending this base. Someone had been taking care of the trees behind us. So I guess some people might have been subscribed to me in this game. I'm not really too sure. Aussie kind of saved me, but then again yoinked it. Now right here, if I'd got this C4 on the ground and not on the roof, I would have had all three of those guys right there. Such a shame, such a shame. What are you going to do, mate, eh? So, moving right along here. Zarman23 asked, have I played Metro 2033? No, I haven't. I did see it on the shelves one day. I never picked it up, though. It was kind of unknown to me. I wasn't too sure about it. I heard it was a very slow. Wasn't the second one's supposed to be a lot better that's coming out. So I might pick that up and have a look. So, generic username. Hey Vanish, what part of Queensland are you from? I'm in Brizzy, mate. Brisbane. So, yeah. And I live at... yeah, some of you like took a pen and paper then. Thought, oh, fuck, here he goes, he's going to tell... No, fucking not. Yeah, Brizzy, mate, that's where I'm living. DeAndrew Sexton asks, how are you handling spotting on your Onza? I'm using one of the mappable buttons on the left bumper. That's the one, left bumper, mate. Two right bumpers are actually for my knife, so if I miss it on one, I've got the other one. I just got to slam the right hand side of the bumpers there. I'm thinking of changing that though. You know, make it a bit easier. It's kind of cheap having two knife buttons, I reckon. It's kind of fucking cheap. But I saw that I could do it. I thought, if I can do that, yeah. But yeah, I'm using that. It's a little bit of a finger yoga because when I bring my sights up on the left trigger, kind of, you know, feels a bit awkward because I'm still not quite used to the controller yet. I'm getting there, so yeah, once I get that down, I'll be reload cancelling like a motherfucker. So yeah, it's a good controller, mate. I really suggest picking it up if you can afford it. It's very light. I'm just amazed by how light it is. It doesn't feel like you're holding a controller at all. So I held off on this last question. It was actually one of the first ones I was asked, but I wanted to kind of get a bit more in depth with it, and I didn't want to, you know, brush it over. So I think it's Pure Ranger. I think that's how he's saying it. How do you feel about new COD players? I guess coming over to Battlefield Bad Company 2. Yeah, COD players on Bad Company 2 can be a little tiresome. You know that when you're seeing a majority of snipers on your game, that a lot of them are from a Call of Duty background. I have to say that for sure, because whenever we want to join the Aussie server, we go to the recent players list. Okay, if we get on there, you know, if you can't get onto the Australian server too, I'll do this real quick. Go to Quick Match, Rush, Conquest, any map, you know, normal mode, hardcore mode, whichever. And then search like that, you'll most likely get the Australian server. If you get on there, use your recent players list to continue to get on there from then on. The majority of people who are on the same map and it's not joinable, probably the Australian server. Sorry about that. I will get back to the question now, because just remembered that was a question from a previous video that I hadn't answered yet. So, COD players, mate. I'm happy that new players are coming over, and when you look at the recent players list, yes, a majority of those guys are on COD. When you see them the next day or later on that night, they've gone back over to Call of Duty. So, it is good that new players are coming over. I think they have to learn that it can't be played the same way as COD. They really do need to understand it. Running around with a recon kit isn't going to work the same way as it does in COD. Okay? You're really going to have to learn to play the objective. I think the team deathmatch mode in Battlefield 3 will take a lot of those players off the objective-based game modes and take them over to, you know, the typical team deathmatch mode that they're used to from Black Ops. Now, I don't see it as an us versus them thing. I mean, we are all gamers in the end. We play video games because we enjoy it. We all have our own likes and dislikes. I myself am not a Call of Duty fan. I don't like the circular nature of it, continuously running around in circles, you know, looking for enemies. On this, it's very linear. You attack, you defend. You have an objective, you arm it. You have an objective when you're defending, you defuse, and you protect your crates. That's it. Very linear game, and I like that. I like the weapons, I like the variety of vehicles. That's my Battlefield experience. It's the vehicles, the maps, the size of the maps. It's not having small maps and a circular nature where you're just running around shooting everybody, you know. It kind of bores the shit out of me. I mean, I'm not a squad deathmatch fan. I rarely, if ever, have played that game mode on Bad Company 2. I don't typically play Conquest because there's a lot of running back and forth between flags. I like the linear nature of Rush where it's, you know, they come to you, you go to them, you know? So I think we all need to understand that COD players, if they're coming over, are going to take some time to understand that no, you cannot play this game like COD. It is not possible to play this game like COD. You're going to have to change your play style. You're going to have to play the objective. If you really want to play like COD, go play Squad Deathmatch. It is what it's basically there for. So yeah, there's my 2 cents. And like anybody gives a fuck. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you again next time.